so glad the tutor's not dead. The tutor's not dead. Oh, I'm so glad the tutor's not dead.
Hi guys, so yeah, I'm not dead. I had surgery last week, and although it was scheduled, it was still fairly major. Things went well though, and I'm doing okay. For the 2 weeks prior to that, we've been playing Spy Hunter. This game came up in Season 7 as the Champion's Choice from Graham. I didn't spend a huge amount of time with it then, and I kinda didn't get it. But I spent a bit more time here, set it up properly, and actually, it's a really good game. It gets a bit of stick because the controls are a bit complex, and maybe excessively so. There's lots of buttons, and it has analog controls. But really you only need to set up the steering, the accelerating and braking, changing gear and the gun. Once you get a control system that works for you, it's actually really good. It plays a lot like a shmup, but obviously you control the pace of the scrolling. And also when you see gears, you think of things like outrun or pole position, where basically you just accelerate and then stick it in high gear and just go. With this, you're going to be going way too fast, out of control, and probably hit something. So caution is very much the order of the day here. Go fast when you can, but only really tapping the high gear button, getting a little boost of speed, keeping an eye on what's coming ahead. Once you click with it, it's actually pretty rewarding, but I'm not sure that many people did. If you didn't, I would recommend giving it another go. It's well worth it. So with that, let's take a look at the scores. We had 15 submissions here, from Gary down in 15th with 14,000, through to tenfold more with Graham at the top. Around 20,000 is probably par for this, and that takes you through to 10th, with Retro Arcade Challenge sitting there with 21,000. Milthy and Bob are a little bit ahead, around 30,000, in 7th and 8th, and then we've got 3 guys around 40,000. Tiny Lou, I think that's maybe his best ever finish, My Retro Tech and Blue Yak in 4th, 5th and 6th. Our top 3 all did a bit better than everyone else. Robert is in 3rd, he got 50,000. I'm in 2nd, as I said, I kind of got on top of this game a little bit. I'm on 70,000, but our winner is the chooser of this game. Graham chose it as Champion's Choice back in Season 7, and he's chosen it here, and he's come home with the win. With 140,000, he's the winner of Spy Hunter. That's a great job, but with maybe a bit more time, I'd hope maybe I could start to approach that kind of score. I don't know how much more difficult it gets, it probably plateaus to a certain extent. Anyway, let's have a look at the table. So further down we've got Tiny Lou making some progress. He's up 4 up into 16th after that 4th place. Next up after that 3rd place is Robert. He's up 3 into 9th. And then I'm another big mover, taking that 2nd place up into 6th. My Retro Tech has got ahead of Charlie Farr, who didn't play. He's up into 4th. And then our top 3 remains the same. Blue Yak remains in 3rd. He's closed the gap slightly to Paul, who remains in 2nd. But continuing at the top with his 3rd win is Graham. 3 wins, 2 seconds, and a 3rd means Graham's well ahead. Not quite sealed it for the entire season, but I think everyone would be shocked if he didn't win, even if he didn't play another game. So with that, let's see what our next game will be. So I've got 17 games here from Season 8. Gyruss was easily the most popular. That was Graham's choice too, and that's trebled. So let's set things going and see what we get. Okay, slowing down. Is it going to tick over? Okay, so easy. So yeah, we've got Gyruss, and it was Gary who submitted in this case. So yeah, Konami shooter, kind of tube shooter, and you move around the screen. Absolute classic, good fun. So yeah, I'll go make a video and be back in a sec. So our 8th game of the season will be Gyruss, released by Konami in 1983. This game's absolutely great. The footage I've got here is with a D-pad. I find it really benefits from an arcade stick, especially navigating around the circle. It's easy to get stuck at the sides. Once you get used to the movement though, it feels fairly natural. Your aim is to clear each level and make your way through the solar system. Jokes around Uranus are obviously encouraged. Solid, classic game, there's not really much to complain about. We'll be using the Gyruss.zip ROM and default settings as usual. Before we wrap up, let's see the options for our penultimate game of the season. Season 9 was won by me, which probably tells you there's a few weird games. I think I won Clax, March and Maze, and Puzzle Bobble, and did pretty well on some of the shmups we had too. Llamatron was on the Atari ST and is banned for this round. There's no major standouts here, but there are some fun ones too, so get your selections in. I hope you all enjoy playing a bit of Gyruss, and I'll be back in a couple of weeks with the scores. See you then.